Hey guys, today I'm filming my makeup inventory for 2018 6-month update. If you guys have not seen any of my other makeup inventories, I have all of them linked down below in case you want to see how my collection has changed throughout the years. And in these videos, I go category by category through my makeup collection, and I will let you know how many products I have in each category as well as what the items are. And then I will compare that to my numbers in January of 2018, and I can tell you I'm a little embarrassed by my numbers. I'm going to try not to make a bunch of excuses about it. I have a large collection, which I love, but there are certainly some categories where you will hear that I have goals where I would eventually like to get the number down to. So if you guys are interested to see more of my numbers and what products I have in my collection, then just keep watching. For face primers, I currently have 18. At my last update, I had 13, so my numbers have grown in this category. As you can see, most of these are deluxe sample sizes, and most of these I have either gotten as a gift from a friend or as a 100-point perk in a subscription box, some sort of freebie code, and I really love trying new face primers. So what we have here is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion, Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer, the Ordinary High Adherent Silicone Primer, and the Boots Expert Instant Matte. Those are the full size. And then for the travel sizes, we have the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, the Murad Invisiblur Perfecting Shield, Cover FX Mattifying and Blurring Primers, Dr. Brandt Pores No More, Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For Matte Primer, MAC Strobe Cream, NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer, Becca Backlight Priming Filter, Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Original, Clinique Super Primer Universal Face Primer, and the Murad Oil Control Mattifier. My ideal number for this category would be about 4. Out of the ones I've tried so far, I would always love to have in my collection the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. It's my favorite pore filling primer. I like the Ordinary High Adherent Silicone Primer. Out of the mattifying primers I've tried, my favorite ones would be the Cover FX Matte Primer and this Too Faced Primed and Peachy, which I have used up, and this is something I would love to repurchase in the future, but of course I have to work through all these first. But those are the favorite primers that I've tried so far, and most of these are new to me, so I can't wait to try these out, and you guys will always see these in future project pans. So I think it will be a long time from now when I can get to that ideal 4, but I don't mind too much because I really love trying primers. For foundation, I currently have 7. At my last update, I had 6, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have the Too Faced Peach Perfect Matte Foundation, Hard Candy Glamouflage and Porcelain, Estee Lauder Double Wear, ColourPop No Filter, Bare Minerals Bare Pro, Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo, and the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundations. My ideal number for this category would be 4. My top 3 foundations are the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte, the Hard Candy Glamouflage and Porcelain is my favorite foundation mixer, and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I would love to have these 3 and be testing out one other foundation. Unfortunately, most of these are close to full, so it is also going to take me a while to get to that point, but I would like to stop buying new foundations until I can work through a couple of these. For concealers, I currently have 7. At my last update, I had 8, so my numbers have gone down in this category, which is really exciting. So what I have here is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the Brightener shade. I have 4 shades of the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, Fair 0, which is a pure white shade, Fair 4, Fair 8, and Light 10. Light 10 is too dark for me, and then 4 is good for the under eyes, and 8 is good for my skin tone, so I want to use that up. And then I have the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair and my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. My ideal number for this category would be to either have 3 or 4. I love the Studio Finish for cleaning up my shadow and my brows. I want to have 1 for my blemishes, and I really do like the coverage of the ColourPop. I want to have 1 for the under eyes. I also like the ColourPop, but the Tarte Shape Tape is amazing. And then I really love having a white mixer. But if I have an under eye concealer that matches me really well or is a good brightening shade, I wouldn't need a white under eye concealer. So that's why it's 3 or 4. For powder, I currently have 12. At my last update, I had 8. So my numbers have gone up in this category. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, Too Faced Peach Perfect Loose Powder, ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder, Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, Dermablend Translucent Loose Setting Powder, a little sample of the Translucent Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Powder, the Rimmel Stay Matte and Transparent ColourPop No Filter and Fair, the NYX hashtag No Filter Powder, and 2 different shades of the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundations. My ideal number for this category would be 4 different powders. I really love my Rimmel Stay Matte as a touch-up powder. I want to have 1 for the under eyes. I really like the e.l.f. and the Laura Mercier. And for face powder, originally I thought I wanted to have 1 pressed and 1 loose, but I've really just been using loose this year. But I have to mix these 2 together to get my perfect formula and my perfect shade, so that's why I would say 4. This is a large amount of powders, but I tend to go through powder relatively quickly, and a couple of these are in different project pans, or they will be in project pan later this year. So I think when I update you guys in January, this number should have decreased significantly, fingers crossed. For bronzer, I currently have 4. At my last update, I had 5, so my numbers have gone down in this category, which is really exciting. And I did pass along the Revlon Photo Ready bronzer to my sister. What I have now would be Benefit Hoola, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and the bronzer shade, the Milani Matte Baked Bronzer in Sunset, and Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. My ideal number for this category would be to have the Hoola, Physicians Formula, and Milani. Those are holy grail to me. I do really enjoy the Too Faced, but I don't love it quite as much as the rest of those. But I definitely don't mind having 4 bronzers in my collection, because you guys know I pick a specific one for each season. For contour, I currently have 5 individuals and 4 in palettes. At my last update, I had 4 individuals and 3 in palettes, so my numbers have gone up in this category. My new one is the Balm Take Home the Bronze in Oscar. I got this to use as a bronzer, but the color of it is a little more neutral cool tone, so I decided to use it for a contour. I also have this Sleek Contour Kit in Light, the Milani Matte Baked Bronzer in Sienna, the NYX Powder Blush in Taupe, and a mini of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. My ideal number in this category would be 3. I really love the Milani and the Sleek, and I would also at some point like to repurchase the Balm's Bahama Mama bronzer. The NYX blush in Taupe used to be holy grail to me, but I'm wondering if it's a little too cool purpley tone, so I'm going to test that out more in this winter and decide. For powder blushes, I currently have 39 individuals and 7 in palettes. At my last update, I had 39 individuals and 6 in palettes, so my numbers have only slightly gone up in this category. I had gotten 1 face palette within the past 6 months that did have a blush in it, but I also decluttered a few, and these 3 blushes down here are new to me, so I wanted to show them to you. This is NARS Outlaw, which was a gift for my friend Lucy. This is NARS Sin, which is also a gift for my friend Lucy. And Pretty Vulgar Hush Blush, which was a gift for my friend Sierra. So obviously these are not all of my blushes, but I wanted to show you a mixture of the different brands I have. So I have some from Benefit, Becca, Tarte, e.l.f., Milani, a ton from the Balm, which is one of my favorite brands for blush, a bunch of MAC, which is my other favorite brand for blush, one from Too Faced, IT Cosmetics, and I have quite a few of the Clinique Cheek Pops I really love a lot. And there is no ideal number for this category because I just really love my blush. For ColourPop Super Shock blushes, I currently have 0. At my last update, I had 6. Most of them had dried out, and I just don't enjoy that formula, so I got rid of all of them. So yippee, that's exciting. For highlighter, I currently have 10 individuals and 9 in palettes. At my last update, I had 5 individuals and 3 in palettes, so my numbers have doubled, which I'm not happy with. this is still a relatively small highlighter collection compared to other people, but I am not that much of a highlighter person, and I think this is too many for me. And the reason that my palette number went up so much is because I did get this Wet n Wild highlighting palette as a gift. So all the highlights that I have here, the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, Becca Shimmer and Skin Perfector in Pearl. I have 2 of the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighters in Blossom Glow and White Raven, the NYX Duochrome highlighter in Snow Rose, many of the Laura Geller French Vanilla, Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck, Pixie and Aspen Ovard London Luster, the Balm Mary Luminizer, and Pure Afterglow. My ideal number for this category would honestly just be to have 2. The Balm Mary Luminizer used to be the only one I wanted in my collection. It's a beautiful champagne shade for my skin tone. That one has always been a favorite, but a newer one to me is this Anastasia Amrezy highlight, which is more of a white gold, the only gold highlight that actually works on my skin tone, and I love it. So those are my 2 must-haves. I do really enjoy most of these others, and I'm going to be excited to use them, but if I had to pick my ideal, it would just be to have those 2. For facial sprays, I currently have 4. At my last update, I had 3, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have a mini of the NYX Dewy Finish, the MAC Fix Plus, the Pixie Glow Mist, and the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. My ideal number for this category would be probably just to have 1. I really enjoy the MAC Fix Plus, and Setting Spray isn't my most favorite makeup product, but I don't mind using it as part of my everyday routine. Here are all of my brow products for brow wax. I currently have 1. At my last update, I had 1, so I have stayed the same in this category. The one I own is the NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil, holy grail to me. For brow pencils, I currently have 3. At my last update, I had 1, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have the NYX Micro Brow, the Benefit Goof Proof, and the Maybelline Total Temptations Brow Pencil. My ideal number would just be 2. My NYX Micro Brow and the Benefit Goof Proof are holy grail to me. The Maybelline is a really good drugstore alternative to the Goof Proof, so by the time I use both of them up, I'll come to a decision if I want to just get the drugstore version or if I want to stick with the Benefit because I love the formula so much, but I'm totally fine just having 3. For brow pomade, at my last update, I had 1. I currently have 1, so my numbers have stayed the same. I have a little sample of the Benefit Ka-Brow Pomade in the shade number 1. By the time I finish this up, I will be able to decide whether my ideal goal is to have 0 or 1. If I'm going to have any brow pomade, it's going to be this one because I love this formula and the color is fantastic. So we'll see about that. For brow powder, I currently have 2. At my last update, I also had 2, so my numbers have stayed the same. I have the Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde and the MAC Eyeshadow in Omega, which is almost completely used up. The Lorac is a great more warm tone, and MAC's Omega is a little bit more neutral or cool toned. My ideal number is either to have 1 or 2. I have a couple backups of the Lorac, so when I finish the MAC, I don't think I'll repurchase it right away. And because I tend to dye my hair more of like a strawberry blonde, the Lorac flatters me better, but I like both formulas. So it's going to be either 1 or 2 on that one. For brow gels, I currently have 3. At my last update, I had 2. So my numbers have gone up in this category. I have the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and the Benefit Give Me Brow. So both of the Benefit products I wanted to give away, so I'm not upset that my numbers have gone up. I love my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and of course I haven't tried these yet. I also really love my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde. My ideal number for this category is going to be to have 2. 1 clear and 1 tinted. So the Anastasia and the NYX are my holy grail, but who knows if that might change once I try these because this is clear and this one is tinted. For eye primer, I currently have 4. At my last update, I had 2, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Original, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, the Pure Get a Grip, and the Milani Eyeshadow Primer. My ideal number for this category is just to have 1. I am almost done with the Milani. 1 tube of this lasts me like a year and a half, and This was sent to me from Pure a while ago, and I got both of these as free deluxe size samples. So I want to work through all of these. Obviously, I won't need to repurchase an eye primer for a long time, but I really only need one in my collection. By the way, this right here is just a reflection. It's not a stain. It looked really ugly, so I wanted to make sure I told you. So for cream shadow pots, I currently have 11. At my last update, I had 12, so my numbers have gone down in this category, which is fantastic. A couple of these had dried up on me. I did recently repurchase these 3 shades right here. These 4 down here are in my chopping block series, so while I don't have an ideal number for this category, I just want to keep the shades that I really enjoy, and by the next time I update you guys for makeup inventory, these numbers might have gone down depending on what I think about these 4 when I put them to the test. For cream shadow sticks, I currently have 8. At my last update, I had 9, so my numbers have gone down in this category. I did declutter a shade. What I have now is shadow stick from The Balm, Mally, L'Oreal, Laura Mercier, and 4 different shades of the Milani Shadow Eyes. These have dwindled down along the years just to shades that I really reach for, and I don't necessarily have an ideal number for this category because I would like to use these up. I really love all of these except the Mally. The Mally is not my favorite formula, but I really enjoy all the rest of these formulas and shades. For liquid eyeshadow, I currently have 8. At my last update, I had 2, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have a little sample of the Milk liquid eye paint pigment type products, some minis of the Stila Glitter and Glows, a full-size Stila Glitter and Glow, and 2 of the ColourPop Supernova liquid shadows. This is a new category I added in at this update, but at the beginning of the year I did have the one from Milk and this particular shade from the Stila, but the rest of these I've gotten since my past update, and as I said, there is no ideal number for this category. For single eyeshadows, I currently have 26. At my last update, I had 20, so my numbers have gone up in this category. This is my entire collection of single shadows. I've got a bunch of the LA Colors matte shadows. I have a MAC Color Drenched Pigment, 3 of the MAC Extra Dimension shadows, 2 from Clinique, 1 from Prestige, A Dirty Little Secrets, Smashbox Duo, 2 L'Oreal Infallibles, a NYX single, 2 of the Urban Decay's regular shadows, and then 1 of the Moon Dust shadows. The bottom row are all of the new ones. I have 2 Urban Decay singles I got during the 21 Days of Beauty. I have these 3 Tarte Chrome paints. I'm not exactly sure what category this goes in, but I just put them in the single shadows, and then this City Color single that I had gotten from my friend Amanda. I don't have an ideal number for this category. I really do enjoy most of the ones that I have in here. Some of these I will be testing for the future just to make sure I want to keep them, but no specific ideal number. For my ColourPop Super Shock shadows, I currently have 38. At my last update, I had 45, so my numbers have gone down in this category, which is fantastic. I've decluttered and tossed a couple shades, but I've also used up quite a few, which is really exciting. This is just an assortment of the colors that I have here. These are actually all of the ones that I tend to wear in the fall, and I do not have an ideal number for this category because I just love these so much. For my trios, quads, and small palettes, I currently have 9. At my last update, I had 7, so my numbers have gone up in this category. So previously I had counted the Dose of Colors palettes with my large palettes, but I just moved them to my small palette drawer and they only have 5 shadows in them. So I have adjusted my numbers for my small palettes and my large palettes to accommodate that change. So what I have here would be 3 Dose of Colors 5-pan palettes, the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions, Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach, Tartiste Pro To Go, and 3 of the Maybelline Eye Studio quads. So my new ones since last time would be the Huda Beauty Dose Blushing Berries and the Wet n Wild. I don't have an ideal number for this category. For large palettes, I currently have 31. At my last update, I had 30, so my numbers have gone up in this category, but just slightly. These are all the new palettes I've gotten since the beginning of the year, so as you can see, I have decluttered some palettes as well. And I have the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes, which is currently on sale 50% off at Sephora for their weekly wow, so purchase that if you haven't already. The Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette, Huda Beauty Desert Dusk, ColourPop Give It To Me Straight, the Bad Habit Supernova palette my friend Amanda sent me. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Lila palette, and then on the bottom I have the Morphe 3502 palette, and I do not have an ideal number for this category. I am happy I've decluttered some. It really helps doing those palette of the month review videos because I fully test something out to see if it's worth keeping in my collection or passing it to a friend. So I just want to be mindful of this collection, that it doesn't get out of control, but I really have enjoyed trying out different palettes. For liquid liners, I currently have 5. At my last update, I had 4, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have a mini of the Stila Stay All Day, a mini of the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Lining Pen, which is the one I'm currently using, Benefit Schwing, and the Physicians Formula Eye Boost Liquid Liner. My goal is just to have one. I only need one black liquid liner, but I don't mind having all these backups. I only have one open at a time, so I should not need to buy any liquid liner for a really long time. For pencil eyeliner, I currently have 12. At my last update, I had 8, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I have a little mini black liner from Lorac and Marc Jacobs. I have a nude liner from Pixie, a copper from Maybelline, a rose gold, and a red brown from Pixie, cobalt from L'Oreal. I have a periwinkle blue from ColourPop, this mint from Stila. Then I have 3 Urban Decays in an olive green, a burgundy color, and a burnt orange. My numbers have gone up because I had gotten the Stila as a gift, the 3 Pixie in PR. I purchased this Urban Decay and I had used up 2 ColourPop eyeliners, but then I repurchased one of them. So that is why my numbers are the way that they are, and I don't have an ideal number for this category. I really like having a few colored pencil options. For gel liners, I currently have 2. At my last update, I had 4, so my numbers have gone down in this category. I just have 2 of the ColourPop cream gel colors, and I don't really have an ideal number for this category, but I don't love these, so I'll probably eventually have none. For mascara, I currently have 13. At my last update, I had 17, so my numbers have gone down. In this category, I have a whole bunch of unopened mini samples, and then I have a travel size unopened mascara and a full size unopened mascara. Then these 3 are in use. I have Urban Decay Perversion, It Cosmetics Superhero, and the Jessie's Girl Dial Lash. I don't have an ideal number in this category. I love trying different mascaras, and I only have between 2 to 3 open at a time. For lip liner, I currently have 9. At my last update, I had 12, so my numbers have gone down in this category. I did declutter the Milani Clear Lip Liner because I literally have not used that in the multiple years that I've had it, except for 1 or 2 times. And I also decluttered 2 different shades of the ColourPop lip liner that I just don't use anymore. So what I have left is a little mini Tarte lip liner I hope to finish by the end of the year, and then a bunch of shades of ColourPop, which is my favorite formula, and I do not have an ideal number for this category. For lipstick, I have 27. At my last update, I had 29, so my numbers have gone down in this category, which is super exciting. I did finish up a MAC Sheen Supreme lipstick in Asian Flower, and I've decluttered a couple others. So I have 6 minis, one from Makeup Forever, Bite Beauty, Sephora Collection, Too Faced in Tarte. Then for my full-size lipsticks, I have a NARS Audacious, Clinique Soft Matte, and Urban Decay Vice, 3 Urban Decay Revolution, 5 MAC Sheen Supremes, 1 Revlon Super Lustrous, 3 of the ColourPop Luxe lipsticks, 1 of the Milani Moisture Mattes, and 5 of the Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks. And I would like to get down to 24 lipsticks. I want to just use this one storage piece to house all of my lipsticks, so that is my ideal goal. For ColourPop lippy sticks, I currently have 16. At my last update, I had 17, so my numbers have slightly gone down in this category. I must have decluttered a shade. I don't have an ideal number for this category, but I probably won't buy more of these. I really only love the matte luxe finish, and ColourPop hasn't really been releasing a ton of lippy sticks, which is good. I definitely don't need any more, and eventually I will get to using them up, but they aren't yet the oldest lippies in my collection. For jumbo lip crayons, I currently have 9. At my last update, I had 8, so my numbers have gone up in this category. I received this NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in a Sephora Play. So the other ones I have here would be a Maybelline Baby Lips crayon, 4 of the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencils, 2 of the Matte Tarte Lip Surgences, and 1 of the Nude Sticks Matte Lip and Cheek Pencils. I do not have an ideal number for this category. For liquid lipsticks, I currently have 38. At my last update, I had 31, so my numbers have gone up in this category. So in this little container, I have all of my minis, and in this acrylic storage, I have all of my full size, and I've got one little lone one, and I'll run through the brands. So for the minis, I've got Stila, Kat Von D, Smashbox, Bare Minerals, Tarte, and Sephora Collection. For my full sizes, I have one Sephora Collection, several of the Anastasia, Ciate Liquid Velvet, one from Ofra, some of the Too Faced Melted Matte, Jouer, Dose of Colors, one from The Balm, some full-size Kat Von D, a couple Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks, and a Milani liquid lipstick. I don't really have an ideal number for this category because I really love liquid lipsticks. I would really love it if all my minis could fit in here and all my full-size could fit in here. We'll see though. This is the one category I don't mind if I have some overflow because it just seems to be my favorite. For ColourPop liquid lipsticks, this includes Ultra Mattes and Ultra Satins. I currently have 13. At my last update, I also had 13, so my numbers have stayed the same in this category. I've got 2 minis and the rest of these are full size. I do not have an ideal number for this category. I really love all of these liquid lipsticks. I really enjoy all of these colors, and unfortunately ColourPop Ultra Satin specifically tend to go bad kind of quickly, and that's my favorite formula, so I probably won't continue to buy that many of these unless I really love the shades, because the Ultra Mattes aren't my most favorite, and as I said, the Ultra Satins go bad pretty quickly, but no specific number I would like to have. And my last category would be lip glosses. I currently have 24. At my last update, I had 18. So my numbers have definitely gone up in this category. I've got some minis here from Tarte, Urban Decay, Lorac, NARS, and Buxom. I have several of the NYX Butter Glosses, which is my favorite drugstore formula. One of the e.l.f. Tinted Lip Oils, some from ColourPop, Anastasia, Too Faced, the new Urban Decay glosses, and Buxom, which are my favorite high-end lip glosses. My ideal number for this category would be max 24. I don't want to have more than can fit in this one container, and I definitely think that's possible. I need to go through a couple of these because I'm not sure if I love all these colors and formulas, but we're at maximum capacity right now. So guys, that was my 6-month update for my makeup inventory. If you guys have done one of these on your channel, please let me know in the comments, or let me know your numbers in the comments. I would appreciate it because I'm feeling a little insecure about how much makeup I have, but I love it at the same time. So I don't know, part of doing these videos is like I do project panning videos, and I have a lot larger collection than a lot of project panners, so I feel like I should have lower numbers. But anyway, all that aside, I would love to know what you have in your collection, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.